Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pro Antagonist channel. We're doing summer 2023 new seasonal anime. That's a lot. That's a lot of words, but you know what they mean. It means that there's new anime this season, summer 2023. We're going to do my reactions to episodes 1 and 2 of each of the anime. We're going to start I think that basically here's where I would give my general ideology for how to go into anime, and I'll give you a short version of it. Number one, 2 episode rule. If you like it after 2 episodes and want to watch it, then watch it. If you don't like it after 2 episodes, you gave it your try. And I didn't really watch every single anime because that would have taken way too long. Like there's about like 40 new anime every season. So I picked like the general top half echelon. And there is also recurring anime that have other seasons that have already had. Those don't count. We got other good anime going on this season. Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, all sorts of other fun things. You should watch those too. But we're getting into anime that you guys may or may not have ever seen before or heard of. Next episode gonna be the second half of this. This is the first half. Get into it. Ha. So first of these are random ass anime. Not all of these on this list. I just found a random tier list. But first of them on here, we're gonna do Helk because I really wanted to talk about this one. Helk was hilarious, amazing. It's all the things I didn't know that I needed in this anime. Basically, this is like overpowered character done correctly. The anime. There are only a few anime that ever do that, and this one has this guy. His name is Helk. He's like a human in a demon world full of people like monsters and demons and all that kind of things. They don't like humans so much, but this guy's a level 99 whatever kind of beast human person. It's not an isekai or anything. This is just like a fantasy setting where levels matter, and this man is stands atop everything. He's like the Saitama of this universe, but he's in this tournament for some reason. He's really like he's wholesome. He's funny. He makes people mad just at how good he's doing, and then he puts up all these little like he's kind of like the general like 80s man dude bra hero, and he puts up this aura of just like absolute friendship and hearty like general iron sharpens iron, trying to lift up everyone those around him. It's a really hilarious first 2 episodes. I don't know really how to recommend it without just describing specific funny things in detail. And I'm not gonna do that. Just watch Helk. That's good. Next, I'm gonna pick out of all these Liar Liar. General, not really quite the same, but a general basis of Kakekarui or whatever the card one with all the weird stuff. I'm gonna put this one. I'm not convinced about anything this yet with this one. Like this is one of the first ones I watched, and it's like it wasn't the best. If I'm being 100% honest, it wasn't that memorable compared to the others. But of what I do remember, they're like in a classroom setting where they're trying to compete for like who could be the best like competitor of all the crap that they do and all their like little magic battle stuff, and it's meh. I'm gonna say big meh. I was hoping for something interesting, but big meh. We got My Tiny Senpai, another big drop. I'm actually gonna say drop for this one because, and here's the thing with the season, we had a couple good bangers thus far. I won't tell you my opinions on all of these. I mean, I'm still if I'm being perfectly honest, I still got a couple to watch before I film the second half, but not a lot of bangers yet. We've gotten Helk, but this thing is kind of the opposite. This thing was expected to do well. This is really cute because like office romance comedy, but at the same time, I'm not really that sure because this wasn't like it wasn't good. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like blow me away. I do expect a little bit. I do expect a little bit of intrigue. This one's like it's got the good romance vibe. So if you're really into girly romance stuff, maybe try this one. Maybe you like it. I thought it was good enough to watch, but not like it wasn't bad. It's just I'm gonna get bored. I don't want to watch something I'm gonna get bored of. I don't want to make myself watch anime. I want to watch anime that I like. Next up, we got Temple. This one was kind of funny. It's kind of funny because this dude, he's like trying to become a better man. He's trying to become like not like his dad. His dad was a douchebag. His dad was a womanizer. Then he gets sent to this temple. He's gonna become like a monk. He's gonna pray and everything. But he actually gets sent to a temple of women, and so etchy comedy ensues. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like amazing, but it wasn't bad. I think it's funny. Oh boy, guys, guess what? I got sent into another world as a vending machine. Let's go. I'm actually very torn on what little row to put this thing in. I don't know if I'm gonna B, C, A. It's hard because Vending Machine, the isekai was remotely interesting. It's just not like, I mean, it's not going in A. I'll be honest. It's not an A tier anime. I feel like this tough. I'm not gonna drop this one. It was good enough. Like it wasn't bad. Essentially, this guy gets like he dies trying to save a vending machine, which was dumb because he really loves vending machines, and then he gets reincarnated as a vending machine, and it's kind of interesting because it's not like a typical isekai. In a way, it's closer to the oddball ones that I like you know the spider one, Kumoko-san. This one is more so guy gets turned into a vending machine. Tropes, you know, he can't talk in real sentences, so he has to communicate with people as a vending machine would. Like, thank you, come again, enter quarters, whatever, like the pre-programmed settings, and then he also has the ability to change what he sells, and he's also got the ability to like somewhat help with people. Like he gets taken into battle and things like that. He's a support character. It's kind of funny. Like it's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny. I'll put it in B because C means I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue. B, at least I know like this one will be interesting. Like I'll be intrigued enough to watch it all the way through. I'll be involved. I'll be into it. All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, you knew this one was going to come at some point, and I'm not talking about Zom 100 yet. I'll do that next episode to keep you waiting. I'm going to talk about Meiji Time Rurouni Kenshin, a remake, because this is 2023. The last one came out about 25 years ago, so they remade it. I thought they did a really good job. They condensed episode well. They condensed at least the first two. They got a fair amount of story. It seems like they're probably going to have 2 seasons of it, especially if they just leave the regular stuff and no filler. But honestly, Rurouni Kenshin's worth it. I'm gonna put an A tier because it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think I'll watch the whole thing. It didn't. Nothing about it like blew me away. It was kind of like a very cool look at like what they can remake in anime by, and I do want to see how it progresses really before I'm able to give it more of a solid opinion, because I know that I like Rurouni Kenshin. It's just that I don't know, like, is this gonna be like Trigun where it's like it's really hard to watch the animation style, or is it gonna be like, I don't know, something better like Hunter x Hunter when they did in 2011 where they just like completely upgraded everything, or the JoJo remake we actually got fully fleshed out. It's not just like a handful of episodes or something like that. Now we got Girl Forgets Her Glasses, the romance-com anime. This one's actually a good rom-com. I'll give it a tentative A. And I say tentative only because, I mean, it's the style and everything is interesting enough. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it a B. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's good. It's just not like kaboom, blow me away. It's no Aharen-san. It's no Komi can't communicate. It's nothing that's gonna blow your nuts off, knock your socks off, get your rocks off. Any of the above. But you know, definitely worth a watch. I would say if you're just looking into anime and you're looking for like something that you'll watch that might be interesting, I'd give it a shot. It's not bad. It's actually good. I just don't think it's like absolute banger. It's not even best of its likeness this year, but you know it's something. It's something good. And as for the general premise, dude likes girl. Dude can't hardly communicate with girl because he's shy as shit, and that does get really annoying. It honestly really does annoy me. Like some of the communication between the characters in these are like, ugh, too cringe. But you know, I'd give it a watch. For like trying its sake, I'd give it a watch. But I don't think this could honestly just fall into dropped for all I know. I'm just not 100% sure because I need to see some elements of the story before I'm able to judge it further. But for now B tier. I mean, it did annoy me, so I'll put it in the back of B tier. It's as I talk it through, it's falling down the list. That's how you know the anime this season are doing. There's no last season. I can't make a good top 10 out of these. Now, as far as all these go, there's Pastor Lawrence and Saint Cecilia, or Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence. I can't remember which order the 2 main characters are named in, but it's gonna go in the drop because it wasn't like it's like it's not bad, but for me it's super confusing because it's like premise doesn't involve anything that really exists. Like nuns are a thing. They don't have the saint lady giving you like holy advice or something like that. She's like a holy like advice counselor. that is in the church, and she's like lovey-dovey rom ship with the pastor there, and to me that's like pastor in the general sense or pastor in the specific sense, because if this is a Catholic church, they're not supposed to get married. So this is a weird rom-com of like a fictional, semi-loosely based on God religion thing. I don't know. The setting and all that are kind of weird enough. Like there's too much. There's too much that's like I just doesn't make any sense to me. Did they actually even know what they were talking about when they came up with the premise? And then also it's just like basic lovey-dovey shit. That's like, oh, that's cute, but it's not like it's not amazing. It's nothing you can't find somewhere else. Dark Gathering. This one is flipping amazing. It's so good. You gotta like. I'm not like, oh my god, you gotta watch it about every single anime. You know, this certified mwah, chef's kiss, hood classic, banger, all of the above. This is currently holding one of the top spots for me right now. Dark Gathering. It's about this guy who can see the spirits. You know, he's gonna be a tutor for this young girl who's like in elementary school. She's like, it turns out she's a genius. She's just not like a super social girl. She makes a lot of absolute massive banger quips and one-liners, and the whole premise is that she can see ghosts. He can only feel their presence. She can see them. He attracts ghosts, and she gets him to be her math tutor. It's like she's like a little kid, but she's controlling. She's pulling the strings, and with her absolutely amazing destructive powers, goes and takes the spirits and throws them, locks them up in her room so that they can, like bugs, they eat each other. They see which one is the most poisonous or powerful. And then what you're left with are only the most poisonous and powerful of the bugs. She goes, captures these spirits, tortures them to death. Like the evil spirits, by the way. These are all like evil, bad juju spirits, as they generally come. And two big reasons I like this one. Number one, it tackles the subject matter in the general setting in a very good way. All these spirits are bad. She's like creepy and cute, and very, very smart. IQ of 160, I think, was what they said. But she also goes in like the way that she deals with the spirits and the way that she deals with her tutor and things in general. It's amazing. She's like this badass, adorable little girl, and she goes and kicks the spirits. Like literally beats the crap out of them. And like goes nuts. Destroys them. And then she's like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to take it back to my room. I'm going to torture them further. And they're all going to tremble before me because they know that they can't do anything to defeat me. This girl needs this guy as bait because the spirits run away from her. They sense it. They sense that she can kick their ass. And so they don't want to pick a fight with her. They'll just mess with a spiritual sensitive boy. And it's a good anime. It's a great, like, it's a monster of the week. It's one of the things that really make me like doing this. If I'm being honest, I could end this video here. If you don't even watch the second half of this, those three worth this season alone. Like they're really good. I do feel like I need anime that make me want to watch anime and make me just love anime so much. And that's really what they did. I'm not covering this entire list, by the way. Some of these are anime that from last season. Some of these are anime that are like too low on the. They didn't qualify for me to give a crap. Some of them, like a lot of these, are just not like they're not gonna make it very far. You know what I'll do? The girl is like Otome game girl. She goes and plays the Otome games, and she dies as a high schooler. Big shock. She ends up as the villainess, the antagonist at the end of the story. And she's supposed to like play this game knowing what happens but trying to get different results, and it's been done before. It's just not like, it's not even the best of its kind. It goes in the trash. I don't like this new subgenre because it's too generally generic. There's like one of them every season now. This is like gonna be the next isekai. We got 11 more for the next episode. Definitely subscribe, like, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications, etc. Consider joining my Patreon. $6 tier gets you early access to the second half of this video. It's going to be out like 2-3 days early. You're going to love it. And definitely check out, I have a $3 tier. You can vote in polls on what I do, character tier lists of. We're going to have some of that in the future. You know, just a lot of good things. We're getting the Patreon more involved now. And definitely see you guys next week.